Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. A lot of flow and gold that I just trying to capture a little bit of flow here. Got some. Did not get some of the others. We'll see if I can make this trade go. It's a little bit hard to see. I understand because the problem is I'm logging in on a. I wanted to just have gold and Nasdaq side by side, but I think that's probably going to be kind of a loser idea because the gold is just too small on this screen to be visible. So I think we're going to have to go and log in this way. Let's go into Parsec and let's log in this way. And wow, I'm just having I don't know why. All of a sudden I had such great, let's go to web browser. Let's see if this is going to be any better. Yes, no. Let me have to get out of this disconnect. And maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll just simply go to wow, it's really having a hard time playing here. Okay, so here's gold. Gold had this huge dump, right? And completely retraced it. And I thought it would extend a little bit, so session lows, but it actually made a big V-shaped recovery. But it's still underneath the VWAP. So I thought there was potential here for for the downside. There we go. So I'm kind of short this thing, but I'm way off my skis on this trade. So it looks like it's just doing a pure V shape and not doing any continuity. So we'll let that play out. We'll see where it goes on the trade. But that was my I actually had a winner, loser, winner just as we were kind of opening up. I'm trading way too large because this is obviously a test account from Ola. I think I'm gonna, like, next week actually take one of the Ola, whatever, like $25,000 challenges, whatever challenges they have, and actually trade it for real with you guys so that we can have a good, clean record on the thing. But for now, I'm just sort of showing you the trades with the setup, and of course with the one-click trader, which is really helping things out in terms of putting trades in really quickly and getting everything done. As far as here, we can go to this one. As you know, we could just sort of a double view. So the idea was, I thought we were going to have some continuity. I knew you had to give yourself all the way up here. So this is where gold collapsed, right? This is the VWAP. I knew that you had to give yourself all the way down here to kind of give the right breathing room to this trade. It's, in other words, you have a dump, it jumps back, but it really isn't invalidated until the highs over here get taken. So now it's finally starting to come back down on the future side. So we can kind of, it's going to match itself on the CFD side. But I am, for some reason, I guess I took a much. I'm in over here. I'm still pretty, still out of my trade on gold. So whatever. We'll play it as it comes. NASDAQ is just much quieter, but also tilting negative, right? And remember that in Asia, when we're trading NASDAQ, we want to trade it 1020. In North America, I was trading at 2040. And it was working, it was working fine. I had a good day today. I had like all positive numbers on my NASDAQ trades. Yeah, big V-shape snap in gold. So not a lot to do. NASDAQ is obviously very range bound. This 20, we slid most of the afternoon down to below 24.8. So Asia may want to try to kind of fill the gap and then see how it trades from there. But the very fact that we're sort of very tight to the VWAP over here doesn't give you any confidence that there's continuity in trades. We want to be really wide to the VWAP to get some continuity. Gold is I don't know what this was. Somebody just dumped, and I guess everybody followed, and then it just quickly recovered. So this looks like it was a false signal. And more importantly, gold is actually putting together two white dots, one higher than the other. And if you're looking at this just from an objective point of view, if the next trade is a green dot here, you actually probably want to reverse because it's making a higher low and possibly just making a full turn. So I may actually just reverse my golds here and just simply get out. Okay, get out of my golds and do like a more reasonable, say, one lot trade on here. What time much is 4-3 seconds? Okay, let's go here. And yeah, your stop would be right underneath this whole level here. Let's see if this trade plays itself out on a move. Probably want to just make it like 5. Let's see if it can extend $6 up. But the gold is sort of clearly signaling a turn trade here. Maybe capped by the VWAP over here, but clearly the flow is they dumped it, they pumped it, and now they bought it at higher lows. So you really want to be going long here, whether it's just for a couple points or maybe for 4 or 5 if you want to trade all the way to the lows here. I think that's the reasonable setup right now. At least that's what the dots are showing us. And NASDAQ is just doing nothing, so there's nothing really to do here. So good morning. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's? I'm not tracking anything. Are you talking about gold? I'm not tracking anything. Am I trading? I'm trading points. I'm trading points. Good morning, Peter. Hi, Laura. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Monday night Asia session, Monday morning Asia session. So take that for what you can. Trying to figure out this, if this was a fake move that kind of reversed, and do we hold it? I mean, generally gold looks very bullish. We were below 5,000. We're 5,200. You gotta want to be a buyer here. We're underneath the VWAP, but not that far away, and we're clearly turning. So my bet right now is that the turn trade plays well. By the way, yes, the turn trade was horrible in NASDAQ, and I did get blown out on that NASDAQ trade. But fortunately for me, I waited. I'll show you actually. Not great, not great tactics. But if you're going to do those turn tactics, actually, let's review. Oh shit! I just left my. Oh, I got to log into Parsec again. Sorry, guys. I just killed my I think I'm gonna have to start trading off my PC in Asia because it's just too annoying to log in through what do you call it? To log in through my Mac. But anyways, we're long gold here with a session low stop because we're trading a turn. But what I wanted to show you is if we go to NASDAQ, right? And kind of this is a really interesting point. If you're going to do something bad, at least know when to do it correctly. So I think I left you guys. Let's go through this. Yeah, I left you guys around 10:30, right? And I was trading this turn, and it just flushed, right? It was just flushed, and at that point I was like, okay, clearly we're going down. So I waited very, very patiently, right? And remember, one of the key things you want to sort of remember is 3 failed white dots in a row, that's, white dots obviously off of a turn, is usually a very, very good indication that the turn is kind of close, right? Um, if you still want to buy falling knives, you could have bought this one with like I think a 40-point stop. If you bought this with a 40-point stop, you survived the final last dip and it turned itself around. But what you really, really want, honestly, if you want a great turn trade, you got to wait for the triangle. The triangle is the confirmation. It's kind of like, especially, and this is where it gets really, really good. If you have like 2 or 3 failed white dots, right? And by the way, who's new in the room here? Who doesn't know what I'm trading? Who wants to learn? Here's the everything has been updated, including all of the. I'm gonna show you all of the cool stuff I put into the dots playbook. But be my guest. Download the dots playbook. But my point is that like you get like 3 failed white dots. When you get the green triangle, the turn signal, that's good for not just a couple of points. It's really, you could feel a lot of confidence trading this with a 20-40 or even with a 40-80, that this is going to be good for like a nice significant move. And it actually was good for 7-10 to like 80 points, right, of a turn in terms of the move here. So yes, you make a mistake, but the point is you don't make any more mistakes because you just, it really, really drilled down all the way until eventually it finally gave you that, bottom signal. And similar, if you have a one-way rally, if you have a rally that just simply does not stop, right? Just keeps going, and you have purple dot, another rally, purple dot, another rally. What you want to do is you want to look for that red triangle in the other way. The triangle is the confirmatory candle that tells you, yes, the buyer's now finally in control. And that control is good for more than just 10, 15 points. It's usually good for 50, 60 points, right? Then we had this, sort of bouncing around. Fortunately, this is not I traded. When you get into the middle New York session, you go right back to sort of Asia session volatility trades of 10-20, because look at the middle New York session. There's just nothing going on here. It's very, very tight. And some days are unusual. You can have some volatility. But here, if you were taking the reds, you really only had like 10 points worth of continuity to trade. But it was still very much underneath the VWAP. All the the sell trades were working. And actually, if you were trading 10-20, let's just run this. I didn't really run this, but this was 59. So this okay, this got clipped. This wins. This, so 1-1. This is probably 1-2. 34-2. Yeah, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2. So 3-2. That's pretty much break even territory. Not exactly great, but not exactly horrible either. You can survive it. This 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1 stops. 2, 1-1, 1-2. 2-2, 3-2. Yes, 3-2. So okay, it's not horrible, but you kind of survived the chop if you were trading trend. But then you get like a nice clean turn over here, and again, the same thing. When you're near session lows, right? Give yourself the patience to see the green triangle, the turn push, and when you get that, that's a really good signal for an upside move. Another big move. Then trend research. So we're still underneath the VWAP. You're getting some trend sales. These kind of work. This kind of worked. And then now we're like right next to session lows. And I basically didn't trade any of this. But what I did was I sort of hunted this like a hawk until I got the triangle. Now this I actually didn't even trade on my props. Maybe I think I traded one trade on my props. But then I actually traded all of this on my actual futures accounts, and that was great. I just ran up. I mean, I traded a lot more aggressive. I ran this trade, and then I ran that trade on the reversals. So yeah, the key thing is you only want to trade reversals when you're near the session lows and they have been broken, and you start to get the triangles, which is the confirmation of the buyers, or the reversal flow taking hold. and here it is taking hold. So now, we're back up to 218. Where's the gold trade? Gold is back up now a little bit. Where's our gold position? Gold position is up $300. So we'll hold on to it. $500. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Hit the X button and get out at $500. So that was a nice $500 trade. Great. Okay. And it was pretty clear on the charts, right? Again, what did this tell us? The triangle told us that the buyers, the reversal flow, basically the triangle kind of tells you the reversal flow is taking hold. Yeah, you don't have a triangle in Wells charts. You have to use TradingView because True Wells charts just it doesn't have the update for the latest thing. So my apologies, but Natalie, what are you saying? Thank you to me for the dots info. Very welcome. So, Saber, if you're looking for Wells charts, let's just go into Wells charts for a second. Even though you don't have a triangle, you know what the sequence is. What the sequence that you're looking for in all of these structures. Come on. What's going on here? Taking forever to log in. All right, I'm going to go to my Asia session 1020, which is a 40. Where's my 4080? Oh, 4080. Jesus. All right. I don't know why it's taking so long to log in here. Don't forget, Apex, one more day left for buying accounts. So be sure to get them. So what I was going to say is, here we are, session lows, right? What we're looking for, Clean Saber, is what you really want is the white dot, right? If you're looking for the reversal, right? The reversal trade, white dot followed by, white dot, green dot against really strong. Like I would be a buyer over here at the 803 level, right? Because I want the slope to be green on both sides of the candle. Here, this is a transition candle. It's not quite the perfect, candle that I want. If I'm sort of coming in off the lows, so you could just, here's another example. White dot. You want this green dot. Slope is green on both sides. Nice clean trade. White dot, green dot on a reversal is perfectly fine. Oh, NYPD. No, it's actually FDNY. Is it? I don't even know. What is that siren? Oh, that's actually ambulance. Sorry. So the thing is that with the session right now, what you really see is that there's very little direction, right? The most important thing for us to understand when we're looking at these charts is that 8 is very, very close to VWAP. When 8 is very close to VWAP, there's no movement. There's no directionality. See, there was movement here because we really separated. Once you get that separation, you have the opportunity to really get the good trades, to find the right trades. And by the way, you see how this was a triangle over here, but you could have actually come in over here. You had a white dot, green dot confirm against a green dot move, which is fine. So like right now, gold is sort of turning on a reversal. NASDAQ is just channeling up and down. If NASDAQ breaks through session lows, we'll sell it. But until it does that, we really don't have any trades. If it breaks through session highs, we'll buy it. Anything in between here is really not tradable because the moving averages are just so tight to each other, right? When they're like this close, none of these sell-buy signals have any meaningful continuity. And that's always a really good thing to look at, is to say, hey, do I really have a trade here, given how tight the moving averages are? What shake and be, Roseme, California. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Natalie, is that true? She says she passed her 150K account, but not trading, afraid to lose it. Okay, here, let me give you a little bit of some tricks of the trade. I'm glad you got it. That's wonderful. It's a really big account. A way that you want to just sort of get comfortable with it is trading 1 micro at a time. If you trade 1 micro at a time, 20 stop, 10 target, 40 stop, 20 target during the US session, you'll be fine. You have quite a lot of drawdown against you. Even if you take 2 or 3 incorrect trades in a row, it's not going to make any difference, in terms of your structure. We actually have like a mild sell signal here on gold, which I sort of missed. I should have taken this. Let's just do a tiny little sell. I'm going to do come down a little bit, maybe just to like 20, and just do a sell here. Let's see if we can make a small sell over here, just small size, because and the stop should be, we'll move the stop to modify. Okay, like around about this thing. See if we get any kind of movement, and I can actually modify my take profit. Let's see if we get a little bit of a take profit, just a small squeeze to the short side, because this is a legit sell signal. There is separation here. They're not just touching each other like they were over here. See, these things are starting to separate too, so they're starting to show a little bit of directionality. Gold is dropping a little bit. Maybe we'll make it. We'll see. What are we doing here? It's getting close. Look at that. Look at that right there, right there. I just need to hit the spreads. Hit the spreads. Hit the spreads. What's my take profit? 26.34, 26.48, 25. There we go. We're done. We're done. Nice. 2 clean, beautiful trades. A reversal trade and back to trend trades. Hope you guys are hitting the golds, because that's what it's all about. Nice and clean, right? Nice and clean on the golds. Wait, you did this in 2 days? You passed. You're crazy. You were trading very, very large size. Is that the story? So relax. You know what you should do, Natalie? Go out there, buy like 5, maybe even 10, but just buy 5. Buy 5 25s. It's less than $100. Trade those. Get those funded. What you want to do, if you really want confidence, you want to have 4, 5, 6 funded accounts before you start trading, because what that will do is every time you make a losing trade, you can switch accounts. It's the single best risk management tool you're going to get. Just psychologically, good job, Keith. Nice job on gold. Are you trading Ola? Hope you guys are all trading Ola. Here's a link to our friends at Ola, by the way. Let me make sure I have it. Get the biggest discount with them, and obviously if you're trading Futes, trade with Apex. But yeah, get like 5 Apexes now. Trust me, you're gonna really regret it if you let it go, because they're gonna be so much more expensive after tomorrow. And just focus on funding. Just focus on funding. How do you get the indicator? You join my coaching. Here's my coaching link. And we do coaching every Thursday night. You get the indicator, you get Kathy's indicator, you get to have private access to us in our rooms. So everything is there. So enjoy it. What was I going to say? Yeah. So that's the trick. That's how everybody in my room operates. Keith, how many accounts do you have now? Like funded accounts? And are you doing the same thing with Tradeify? You're trying to go like for a couple of accounts with Tradeify to do the same thing. Here's the Apex links, by the way. Make sure you use the code, otherwise you won't get the full. You need the 90% discount to get them really, really cheap. So use the code BKSave, and then we'll say. So you got 6, right? And are you still working on, like? Are you getting the like Tradeify still? There's no funded yet in Tradeify because it's a pretty long process with them, right? In terms of trading, you got to really, really work it. Nasdaq really, really died. Okay, I'm watching this kind of like a hawk here. Lows are 69. They're going to run the lows. I want to be short. But other than that, I'm really not interested in anything going on over here. On the other hand, if they don't run the lows and I get a white dot, green slope, we'll trade the other way. But honestly, we're just inventing trades at this point. There's very little, really very little price action going on over here. Gold also, the thing is that when you start looking at it from a dot perspective, where the dots are the momentum dots, a lot of things on the chart become super clear. The key thing is to look at everything on the chart through the prism of the dots and the parameters of high and lows, because those are the only things that matter during the day, right? Session high, session lows is where everybody's looking to run or not run, right? The whole idea of trend is fresh session highs or fresh session lows, right? If you think about it, that's the whole essence of trading. So once you have that vision, everything becomes so much clean and clear. And and when you're in the middle of the move, there's very little to do. Like there's usually very little. Usually most of the wasted trades are somewhere around here for us, unless we're sort of trading a quick turn trade one way or the other. But the momentum trades or the trend trades really need to be clean and clear on this structure. So this was a little lame ass rally through the 800 that kind of died out. And gold dumped, held, but now not really, doesn't have the juice to take out the VWAP, but still, they still hold it above the lows, right? So if I'm looking at gold right now and 3 or 4 candles forward, I'm going to get a green dot, and we're still in this position against the green slope. You got to bet that it's a turn back up, through the VWAP to try to go to highs. If on the other hand, this starts dumping, then we're basically setting ourselves up for a double bottom. And that's where it gets really interesting because, I hate selling double bottoms. I really want to see them either completely get broken, at which point you have more continuity, or they get bounced and then you try to trade the reversal. I always, the stupidest trade I always make is the selling into the double bottom. Or double top for that matter. Support is either going to get broken or it's going to hold. And it's your job to figure it out and give yourself the best edge in trying to trade that trade. Really, that's all we're doing in trading is figuring out if support is going to be broken or hold, because it's either going to be a continuity trade or a reversal trade. That's literally what we're doing, right? In every one of them. Hey, good evening, guys. A lot more people showed up in the room. How's everybody doing? Say hello to me. Who's new in the room? If you say hello to me, I'll give you my whole strategy for free. Shh, don't tell them I already gave it all out for free. I just want to have new people come say hello. We have a whole bunch of new people in the room here. Come on, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Don't be shy. We got to get that. I got to get that song, "Shy to Shy." You get the shy buy and the shy sell. Belfast, David McWilliams, nice to have you. Jai 56, where are you from? Aloha. Are you from Hawaii, or you just like saying aloha? Ola, Pennsylvania. Are you buried, Jay Torres, just like we are in New York? How many freaking feet of snow are you under? Oh, there's Jamaica. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. What are you trading in Jamaica? Are you trading gold in Jamaica on the prop? or are you trading futures? Australia. Nice to have you. Where are you in Australia? Are you in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, or on the other side of the world? And what the fuck is it? Not, oh God, what's that big city on the whole, and the big energy city? Oh, hey guys. All right. Do we bother with this? Jesus, I really like this is such a lame ass price action. I don't even know if it's worth trading. All right, we're gonna do very, very small. I'm gonna do very small trade. Which account do I want to trade? Jesus, I don't even know what I want to trade here. Maybe the 54 account. All right, let's trade the 54 account. One trade. We're gonna go to the 54s. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy this just on a turn basis. 10-20. All right. Long this. See how delayed it is? Okay, here's the 54. Oops. What just happened here? 54 account. I'm a little bit under here. So we're going to try to trade basically session lows against us, 10 points forward on a turn trade because we have a white dot, green dot. Session made the lows, but this is, just junk. I'm just showing junk trades here because we don't really, we had 2 quality trades in gold. Those banked. NASDAQ has just been a sleeper, and it's fine. It usually is a sleeper. But if we can get 1 or 2 good trades, and if we get 1 good trade in Asia, at least you get the idea what we're doing. Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was just saying. Who the hell wasn't I having that conversation on Friday of like my places in America that I wanted to go, and Austin was one, Savannah was one, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. I said that, Natalie, last Friday. I wanted to go visit because, as a big city boy, I literally my whole life in America has been New York, LA, Chicago, and what else? Where else would I stop occasionally? Sometimes Seattle, if I really had to go there, and sometimes San Francisco, which I can't stand, and occasionally Dallas, and of course a million, a trillion, a quadrillion times Miami. That's literally my whole life in America. So I wanted to see the more unique places in the world. Yes, this is the Scalperholics Degenerate meeting. You have to stand up. Yes, I'm Boris, and I'm a scalper. Hey, all right. This is pushing a whopping 3 ticks in our direction. Gold kind of failed its turn. I wonder if gold is going to go. We're going to watch gold because if gold runs session lows, that's a trade for us. Not right away because remember it's a double bottom, but let's see if if they want to drop it. Honestly, there's just nothing going on here. It's all very, very quiet. I'm going to move this over here and see if I can just get taken. Come on, baby. Oh, look at this. I made you guys some money. Yes, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So definitely there. So how's Pennsylvania? Are you guys buried under snow? All right. So nice to have everybody in the room here, guys. Really, really cool. Let me give you. Okay. This is the DOTS Bible. This is the DOTS playbook. It's a really, really big. Oh, look at this. The turn really working. So let me actually hang on a second. I want to get that link for you. I want to show you because I actually did something so cool in this thing. You guys are gonna love me. So if you go to the website that I gave you the link to the DOTS website, right? A lot of you already have this. First of all, this tells you everything that we do. This is a trading playbook, and you can download the whole PDF so you can keep it as a PDF. This is like a very, very extensive amount of setups that we do. Tells you the kind of strategy, philosophy behind DOTS, what we do. A lot of the trades, I don't even trade with you guys in session because when I have time, I basically trade these trades, the Christmas tree trades and the continuity trades, the simple scalp trades is what we call the little triangle trades, the confirmation trades. I trade those a little bit. I don't trade the pause trades. I don't trade the pull away trades. I show you the volatility ranges. I'm actually going to expand this a little bit, because the one things that we don't have in here is the breakthrough highs, breakthrough lows, which we trade all the time. I'm definitely going to put those into this. So this whole thing is going to evolve, and the beautiful thing is a website, so it'll be updated constantly, and the PDF will be updated constantly. So it'll be there. But the theory behind it, the structure, I don't have the VWAP, for example, in here, and we introduced the VWAP as a meaningful anchor, and we're gonna talk about that too. So all of that is there. But what I did for you guys today, which you guys are all gonna love, right, is I put the trade analyzers links right over here. So here is my little gift to everybody who's trading and everybody who's here. And I really hope, the only thing I ask you is, go buy some Apex accounts for us, so that you can really trade well for like $20, a $50,000 account. Go buy some OLA accounts if you want to trade CFDs. But imagine you bought all those accounts. Imagine you started trading them, right? Look what I can do for you. Let's go to the Tradevate trade analyzer. These are all completely free, and most importantly, it takes a second, I guess, to I think it's just my computer. I'm just really, really slow. My links are slow. Tell me if you guys are able to pull them up a little faster. What's going on over here? Jesus, there we go. Man, I think my internet just kind of died out on me a little bit. Anyways, if you have Tradevate accounts, many of you are trading Tradevate, right? They just download all this. Basically, all your reporting is just garbage downloads, right? So like, let's do this. I'm actually going to do this with you just to show you how cool this is. I'm going to go into my Tradevate, all my Tradevate accounts. Oh my God, this is so tedious. What's going on? Is it me, or is everybody else having? It takes 5 seconds to log in. I wasn't having that problem with you guys in the morning. I don't know what happened to me. God, I have 3 internets in the house, and I'm never happy with any of them. Okay. Okay, so here's my Tradevate. Okay, so if you go into Tradevate, right, and you hit this reports button, right? Yeah, you can get a report. You can get like a nice little visual report. But first of all, it's really kind of hard to read, and it really doesn't tell you what you really need to know quickly and well, right? On the other hand, if you were to just download it into a CSV file, it's pretty useless, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download maybe I'll download 5 of my accounts just because it's just so many of them. I'm going to download 45. I'm going to go download CSV. I'm going to download 57, download CSV. I'm going to download 52, download CSV. I'm going to download 58, download CSV. 54. And maybe 63. Oh man, I really hope you know what? Sorry. Let's do this all over again. We're going to do this week, because today already rolled over, so no data is going to be here. So we're going to start this week. I'm going to go from, let's do 43 from like incremental. 43 download, 45 download, 47 download, and what's the next one? 52? Okay, 4 of them. So I downloaded a ton of them, but like, let's just imagine I downloaded 4 of them, right? Now, all I got to do is just simply go over here, click browse, and I'm going to go this one. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, the most recent ones. Just hit open. So you see how I just uploaded 4 of these CSVs into this analyzer. Now, the key thing I want you to understand is that as you are in this analyzer, all of this data is local to you. I don't see any of your accounts. This isn't being uploaded to cloud. No data ever leaves your device. It's all being done locally. But here's what happens. Just hit the analyze all files and look, all my trading for the day today, or at least in these 4 accounts, is instantly analyzed for me, right? I instantly know what was my gross P&L, Where my comps, look at my comps, they're so much better. I'm at 8.9% of gross. Basically, the rule of thumb is if you're trading, you don't want your commissions to be more than 20% of your gross P&L. Here's my net P&L. I traded MNQ today. Win rate was 100% in these accounts. Jesus Christ, I really had a good day today. Profit factor was infinity. Obviously, it's just this because it's 100%. Average points, largest win, largest risk. My best time was 7 p.m. Really? I had a really good bout. I had good. Oh, because this was Sunday Night Asia. Sunday Night Asia was really good. And, I was trading for longer. So it was 3 minutes. Basically, my trades were a little bit longer and they were actually much more profitable. And here's a trade by trade basis of every one of these things. And if I hit this button, download PDF, the whole thing gets, you can download into your own thing. So if you have Tradovate, this is what you can do with Tradovate. Now, if you have MetaTrader, right? Let's play this game on MetaTrader. So where am I on MetaTrader? Here we are. This is going to look very, very ugly, but so be it. Because I just butchered this account over the last couple of things. But let's go. We're going to go into history, and that MetaTrader has horrible reporting, just horrible reporting, right? All you got to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to go custom period, or just do all history. We're going to do all history. No, sorry. And I want to go to report. And the report you want to choose is the XML one. You want not the HTML, but the XML one. And you're going to do this report, and it's going to be, let's just call it, report history Boris, so that we know this is Boris, right? And I want to save it, I guess, on the desktop. Save. Okay. All right, and you see, like, this is, what is this telling you? This is just telling you nothing, right? You're looking at this is just garbage, right? So now I'm on my this is a trick, by the way. I use my WhatsApp as basically my garbage holder. So I'm going to, where did I put the account? Report Boris. Okay, I'm sending this over here mainly because this is I'm on my Mac. I'm logged into my PC, and now I gotta pull it up from my Mac. Okay, so just hang tight. I gotta do a little bit of magic on this side to pull it from my Mac. This is just to show you. Save the downloads. Okay, so now we're we want to go into Trade Analyst. I'm going to go into MetaTrader Trade Analyst. Actually, I have it right over here already, right? All I got to do is just click to browse. So basically, I just pulled it from my PC, which is sitting 10 feet away from me, into my Mac. And I go to report history Boris, right? Same idea. I just pulled it in, analyzed all files. And of course, obviously, I had a lot of ugliness over here. But look, this is my P&L. All of my stuff, my profit factor, my win rate, how many trades I made, 99 trades. If you want to see every single trade I made, look at this. It shows me every single trade I made, nice, clean fashion, what time, how long it took, what I was doing, everything, right? In MetaTrader. So if you're trading MetaTrader, tell me that's not a really good analytics platform for you. And you can download all of this. Again, you download this, so now you have like notes. So you could literally every single night, you could download a report and see your own metrics on a night-by-night basis. So all of this is totally free for you guys. It's literally located off of my DOTS trading playbook. I anchored everything over here, so you can always find the analyzers just by going to the DOTS trading book. So I hope you guys really like that. And yes, the what do you call it? It does end tonight. It ends tomorrow night, so absolutely everybody go out there, go get some Apex accounts, and go hit them. In the meantime, NASDAQ woke up to try to run session highs. So that's exciting if we can run session highs. Again, session highs, we wait until they break them. So that the session highs over here is 24. I really want this thing to trade about 35.40 before I want to get excited about it, because I don't want to be buying a double top. But, it's getting interesting and getting close. So, I really hope you guys like all of this, because these tools, these analytics tools, they are unbelievable pain in the ass to do. And, or you could pay $500 a year to trade Zilla to basically hold all this stuff for you. And by the way, it's much less like with TradeZilla. You got to upload it. You got to tell it what which account you have. I think my system is simpler. You just literally drag and drop your CSV files, and you can put all of them. If you have multiple accounts, it will do all the accounts and reconcile all of them at once. So I hope you guys like it. And everybody who's new in the room here, who's hanging out with me, feel free. It's this is the link, and and this document gets updated all the time. But the top links over there are permanent links for you guys to basically use as trade analyst. Has anybody used a trade analyzer today? Like off of your TradeAvate reports or anything else? It's pretty cool. I was all green. I was literally every one of my accounts was green today, and I think my analysis from is like an incredible transformation from Friday, where I was burning so much red, to today. Really improved my my P&L. Keith, you liked it? You used it? Did you use? And by the way, of course, if you're on Tradeify, if you're on Lucid, you're using TradeAvate accounts. It doesn't matter which broker you're using, as long as you have a TradeAvate format, it will absolutely read and analyze any one of your TradeAvate accounts. And it does the same thing for wealth charts, and it does the same thing for MetaTrader. And the same thing with MetaTrader. It doesn't matter, even if you have your own brokerage account with MetaTrader, it will analyze your brokerage account by a whole bunch of different things. So hopefully you guys like all that. All right, gold giving us a little bit of a sell signal. So too legit to quit. Let's trade that. Not a lot, but okay. Modify at 6, and I'd say I would modify it 2 over here. Don't give it too much. I don't know how much movement I'm going to get out of this gold trade, but that's basically it. Gold is this is VWAP. We're in at 47. See if you can come back down. Just giving us a little bit of a signal to the downside. Legit. Works, doesn't work, but it's kind of a legit signal here to the sell side. Look, gold really also kind of died out a little bit. How's NASDAQ doing? NAS tapped the highs but came off of it, and this is where it gets really interesting. So this is where we can watch this to see if we have a trend trade or a turn trade. In other words, do they have enough juice here to push through the highs and hold fresh highs? Then we can join them. Or if they start turning, then we clearly have a turn trade here. At the highs, we have a double bottom, right? And it's a little too early. I got it, just purple dot, red dot against a green slope is nowhere near where we want to be. But let's see if this was just the run session highs and bring it back down trade. Not a lot of ability to read price action when there's very little activity, but we try to do the best we can out of it. Yeah, I'm glad you really like that. TradeZilla costs a fuck ton of money. I actually have it, but and it's fine. You should have it if you really want it. But this is so much. It's just simpler, easier, and we can always do new things with it. Where am I on this thing? Where's my gold? Gold. I'm gonna exit my gold. Close all. Nice trade. Took the gold. Yet another winner. Winner, chicken dinner for gold. We'll take it. Good job, everybody, if you took that trade. That was nice. NAS doesn't have anything, so we're just chilling. We had a lot of people approach us. So like Lucid is going to be a partner of ours. TradeIfy is going to be a partner of ours. So I'm going to start trading those accounts as well with you guys. But Apex is still like absolutely the best deal. And right now this is literally time to go get it. So, oh, look at this. We're really dumping on the gold. I gave it up a little bit too early. Is this a trade I want to take? Is this a trade I want to take? Maybe. I'm not really, it's a we're very close to session highs. The VWAP is here. I don't, this isn't exactly a turn trade. A turn trade in a perfect world, the turn trade is when you have session highs over here, VWAP over here, it's turning, and it's got a whole bunch of area to go towards the VWAP. Right now, it's got nothing. So we're going to pass up on any of these turn trades in NAS. What I really want is for Asia session to start expanding. This is a 50-point range. I want a 100-point range. I want some movement here so that we can, so that the troops can go to battle. Otherwise, this is just the Battle of Somme, right? Trench warfare at its worst, and we do not trade trench warfare. So we'll leave it be. Gold retesting. Is gold gonna test session lows? I'm gonna go towards the double bottom here. What's going on over here? Are they gonna run the 32s? Look at gold on a full scale basis. Looky. So do we hold it or do we turn it? Either way, we can trade it. Who else is new in the room here? Who's new in the room and trades Trade-O-Vate? Or who's new in the room and trades MetaTrader 5? Like, personally, totally not with Apex, just different accounts. Come on, just say hi to me. I'm curious because I'd love to get your feedback on all of my trade analyzers that I made for you guys, and see if they're useful to you guys. Oh, Charleston, South Carolina. That's another one. Thanks, Gloria. That's another one that's on my list. Yeah. Actually, that's supposed to be a really cool place too. Yes. One of these days, I'm going to get in a car and drive. NinjaTrader. Greg, why did you have to go there? How are the reporting capabilities of NinjaTrader? It's super interesting. You know what, Greg? I bet you I gotta get a NinjaTrader account. I have 1,000 of them, but I've never used them. I bet you I could create like a beautiful parser like I did with everybody else for NinjaTrader things. But does NinjaTrader have good reporting? It's a Windows program. Like, how good could it be? It has all the glamour of a Stalinist architecture. Do you like the reporting there or not? Oh, looky, Goldie. Coming down to 236. Everybody got the dots indicator? That's a funny comment about the looks of it. Am I wrong? Do I not know Windows programs? It's like it could have been made by Soviet era commissars. You enjoy it for the order flow burst. No, I understand. Program itself is fine. I'm asking about, like, can you make heads or tails of its report? Oh, here we go. Look at. Holy shit. Look at that break, guys. Whoa. Look at that. The candle turns super volatile. Wow, we just took out the hot. Look at the stops. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Saber, it's why? It's Shanghai. It's Shanghai. It's the Shanghai surprise. Shanghai Open. Shanghai opens 8 o'clock and blows through the lows. Holy cow. That was some dump. All right. Definitely would never trade the Shanghai candle. That's just, Jesus Christ. How much volume look at the Chinese just basically blow through everybody's stops on the open, and then we eventually settle down into some kind of a semblance of a balance and start trading it. Jesus. I'm gonna do something very stupid, but fun. I'm gonna do it at small size. I want to go short this thing. I'm gonna follow the Shanghai trade here. See if I'm right. I'm just gonna go small. I'm just gonna follow the Shanghai flow because there we go. Yes, nice. If you guys took it, good for you. By the way, this tool absolutely free with any purchase of Ola account. This is a godsend for anybody who wants to trade. This is something I made myself over several months. It's a point and click or a one touch keystroke tool that lets you get in trades, out of trades. You saw, for example, I just hit the sell button, took me in a trade, had the stops and targets all pre-done, everything got hit. If I really wanted to, guys, I could just keep hitting the sell button and sell. If this thing is, going down another 10 points, and we could make $10,000 together in a matter of seconds with this tool. But I'm not going to do that because we're going to practice good habits for prop. But I could have easily done this. I do this on my own futures account all the time. I just bang away, boom, 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 and I can literally make a couple $100 in 5 seconds on NQ. And you can never do that trading, manually. You can only do it with hotkeys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is totally free for anybody who's trading Ola. Okay, so here's the Ola Edge. So if you buy an Ola account, send me a screenshot. I'll send you the tool. Very easy to play with. Okay, what else going on here? Let's see where MNQ is doing. MNQ is doing nothing. So the Shanghai surprise just really dumped to the bottom. Now the key thing is, was this just a market and open sell? Or, the trend is down. Everybody's below the VWAP. We started at 5.2. Now it's very tempting. Everybody's going to want to try to run the 200 level, right? Just because it's there. Just like, just like Mount Everest, they're going to want to run that level. So we can keep an eye on this. Really worth seeing. Let's see if they're going to run the 20s first. Volatility definitely picked up since Shanghai came on board, huh? Anybody take the short trade with me or no? You were 4 million gold. Oh, you're a beast. No reversal till 51.90. Maybe you enter a buy again at 51.90. Yeah, at that point, but we'll see if it turns. The dots will show us if it's going to turn at 51.90. So we don't have to try to guess levels. We can we can have levels, and then we can have the dots confirm the levels, and that'll be really, really great. I move fast. Yeah, I do. We scalp around, baby. Not always, it's just when you have these big, fast moves. And you can't really go as fast as I go unless you have my tool. That's why I made the tool for everybody in the room so you guys could trade with it. Basically, that's all I really do is just to try to make tools for everybody to prop trade better. I make it for myself, but then I share them with everybody else. Right, Keith? I am my own best audience. I got, how I came up with the analyzers? I was looking at the Trade of 8 shit, and I was like, this is bullshit. I can't figure out where my trades are, where my profit target is, where my profit factor is. I can't even figure out my win rate ratio on this piece of shit. And of course, out of that came out the tools. So yes, I am my own best audience, but hopefully you guys enjoy them because I think they're really useful. Thank you, Clean. Look at this. We've taken the 20s. Okay, this gets interesting. So the Shanghai burst has some continuity. They can't. They bought the lows. Now the next couple of candles going to tell us the truth of whether this is a tradable bottom or that they're just going to start dumping gold. So why is gold dumping? What's going on here? I mean, I think gold is dumping for one reason. I feel like all the geopolitical tension is like we're slowly losing the narrative, right? I mean, we're supposed to bomb Iran already. We haven't bombed them yet. Trump's got tomorrow, by the way. Oh, tomorrow we have State of the Union address. That should be kind of an interesting trade. It's going to be around when we're trading Asia, maybe a little bit. When is he on? When is he on going to be tomorrow? 8 o'clock tomorrow? I think so. Anyways, I'm watching this, guys. I'm watching this thing. We're making fresh session lows. I think we got to go a little bit low. We got to go a little bit more with this trade. Let's see. Sell. Okay, we short this. Let's see if we get a little bit more continuity on the thing. If we get a retrace up our ass. Let's see if I can make a little bit of continuity. Reach me. Hard to trade this very, very, very quick because of the I got to make the spreads, and it's it's just natural that's going to bounce back up. But I'm going to take the X. I'm going to just take a small profit on this. Took the small profit. I do think it probably goes lower, but this is much more of a futures trade than it is a CFD trade. See, it does go touch a little bit lower, touch a little bit lower. We'll see. I think we'll go to 200. I think this is a start of a pretty strong, and we start pushing it. I should have waited a little bit, but I wanted to take. We got a few more minutes left in the trade. I just want to take a few trades with you guys. So let's see. Let's see what wants to do. So we probed. I do feel like they want to run the 200s, but it may be a little bit too early. They might want to bounce it before they run it again. Let's see. And NASA's doing nothing. So all the activities in gold as always. And you see how I told you why it was a total waste of time to try to short NASDAQ, because the VWAP was sitting right over here. There was very little distance between session highs and session lows. Matter of fact, you could make the argument now, like a halfway legitimate argument, that we should take, if this thing becomes a buy, we're above VWAP, it's worth a shot because they're going to try to run the session highs again. Like NAS looks a little bit positive. All right, we'll take another. Let's go to the 56 account. Again, tiny trades. And I'll buy it. All right, here's the 56 account. Just because why is this just froze on me? Why is this freezing? Oh, there we go. Okay. My God, my internet just really horrific at this point. Okay, so reasonable stop underneath here, 1020 trade. Oh, did this go to the buy? Oh God, I'm sorry. This trade really needs to be. I need to kill this trade. It's not a legit trade. Not a trade. You know why this wasn't a trade? Because the buy signal disappeared. Because my indicator didn't update in time. It needs to close on a buy. It's not a legitimate signal. We're not taking it. So, I took a tiny little loss, but that's the new me. Can you use hotkeys on Apex? On Apex, you could use, you could use hotkeys, a few hotkeys. If you, here's how you would do this. You're going to go in here, application settings. You're going to go to preferences. Oh, what is this? Where is this? Oh, yeah. Preferences. You're going to go to preferences, right? Scroll, hotkeys. Enable them. Then go edit hotkeys. Only go to the super DOM charge one. It's the only one that you really care about. Drop down menu over here. My buy is Command B. My sell is Command S. My get the fuck out is Control X, Command X. That's it. That's all I want. Nothing else I have in here that that I've set up. But you can do really refined hotkeys if you want. I keep it very, very simple. But yes, Command B, Command S gets me in and out of trades. That's the hotkeys. It's very limited. The my hotkeys are a lot more sophisticated in MetaTrader than they are in Tradovate. But that's just the story. That's it. Okay. I really I'm gonna wait till this thing completes, man. I'm not ripping on these things. I'm also like, I think I'm gonna change my tomorrow. I'm gonna work on my Verizon connection because this connection blows. I don't know why Spectrum is just having a hard time, but this really blows. Okay, 11 seconds left. You guys hear my early warning system? My early alarm system? That's the Jack Russell Terrier. Okay, we're gonna go long this. Okay, bye. So that's at least a legit buy signal over here. I'm gonna drop it over here off of the VWAP. Let's see if we can slowly make our way to maybe 13 here, 12, whatever. I'm not gonna. What does this say? Oh, Trump. What is Trump says? What? Just something came up on my news flow here that I wanted to see. Okay. They still haven't decided. Oh, guys, sorry, I missed more session lows on gold. Sorry, I missed this trade. I was watching something else. But this was red dot through session lows. Very, very clean trade. Right now we're going. Like I told you, we're going to 200s. I am. If nothing else, I'm good at telling you direction. Right. I didn't take this trade, but now we're at 200s. Now this is actually prime territory for a pump. So I'm not shorting into the 200s. The trade was right here. The 212s. That would have been a great trade. I just simply wasn't watching it. I got distracted. But I hope some of you guys took it maybe. Can I disable lay on screen? You're recommended. What? I don't know what you're talking about. You took the GC trade? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, we're running 200s, but like this is prime bounce back territory. Everybody is clearly wants to sweep the stops underneath 200 and take them up. So we'll see if it really works. Yeah, you know what I'm excited about actually? We will start trading. I'm gonna get an Ola account and we'll trade gold on a real prop basis. So we'll keep a good track record of the trades and everything else. See the 205s start popping up over here on the bounces. If I want to be I'm going to be a gambler here, guys. I want to do my usual really bad habits. I'm going to see if I can buy. Oh, look at that! They broke the lows, and I just bought it. Come on! Get me done! There we go. Come on, get out! Oh, fuck you with your bad spreads. Okay, I got out a little bit. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I knew they were going to drop the hammer on this, but they really dropped the hammer. They broke like 10 levels here. I just bought right under here for a small bounce, but they really broke the hammer here. This is really, really nasty. As Trump says, it's a nasty, nasty trade. That was a nasty, nasty run. So yeah, I knew that I wanted to step into it in the middle of it, but man, it's a little bit tough to trade the spreads on the CFDs because it wouldn't get me done. Wow, it really, really broke it hard. Gold just totally crunched. Whoa, it's just selling it more and more and more. This is just a one-way ticket. And this is, by the way, somebody was saying they were going to buy at 51.90. I said to you, don't buy it blindly. If it holds, the dots will tell us. Right now, the dots are just they're not dropping into like, gold is doing it's like, let me drop 100 points in an hour. So Shanghai really, 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 really told us where the trade was. I just sort of like missed it a little bit directionally, but we could have taken a lot more trades here. I'm glad you guys are doing very well. I'm glad you guys are killing it on the upside. Gold doing its little bounce off the lows here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have fun here. I'm just gonna trade a little bit to the upside. Let's see if they really want to run it. Oops. All right. Up, 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 up. Come on. There we go. There we go. I took a little bit of a scalp and ran it up. But that's not a trade. That's not even close to being a turn trade. That's just me playing around. NASDAQ, meantime, just bouncing around doing nothing. It's doing its 10 points an hour trade here. So still holding the VWAP, still holding the position, but not exactly exciting news here. So really, really huge moves. This orange candles signal massive volatility, right? So these are huge volatility moves here. So basically, if you think about this, we ran the 200s, we almost ran the 150s, and oh, come on, this is grand. It's like watching grandpa races here. Come on, just take out the 12. Jesus Christ, come on. All right, whatever. I don't care. I'm not even going to bother with the NASDAQ. I don't care. With gold here, it gets interesting because, tradable bottom, perhaps we'll have to see. They're definitely going to try and test this. But the big question is, do we have a little bit of a turn now back up to 200 as a magnet for the turn trade, right? Does 200 now become the magnet for the turn trade? So we'll see. Grossly oversold. Slope is super, super red. We're not even close to entertaining any kind of a turn signal here, but getting close. So the story, as always, has been in gold today. That was just summed up. I'm really glad you guys took a lot of good trades there. I just got distracted a little bit with tools and everything else, but buyers, trying. Oh, yay! The grandpa trade finally worked. So those of you guys trading NASDAQ, you made money. Good for you. Good for everybody. Yeah, it's Christmas in gold, right? Is it possible to display on the screen recommended link for percent equals probability analysis? No, because there's no such thing as probability analysis. You know, you have to learn. It's an art, not a science, my friend. I mean, it's a science in the sense that all of this is quantitative, but the ultimate judgment is always an art. You know, as you see, you know, like where I avoided, you know, sell signals because they're just not really good. I avoided double top buy signals because they weren't great. I made mistakes on being late on drilling through the lows, but you know, there's no such thing as a probability trade. There's judgment of a good trade and a bad trade, right? We have our setups, we have our playbook, but applying them in a real trading environment is always a judgment call, you know. Thank God for that. I don't know any better to answer your question on that, unless you're asking something different and I just don't understand it. So that was some really big dumps now. Okay. So the sellers dumped, the buyers coming back. 200 is the view and trade. Slope is still just ridiculously negative. Not a trade. You know, this to me is a gamble, not a trade. In the sense that I have green dots, but against such kind of a red slope, it really clearly suggests that we could have more selling pressure. We certainly need to revisit the lows a little bit more here, or bounce around for maybe like an hour. For now, I think we're pretty good. You know, we ran the trades about as well as we can. The golds, we hit pretty much all the trades, and the Nasdaq, we hit all the trades. So the two trades that I traded in Nasdaq, but the golds really we hit. The one big mistake I made today was not drilling the session lows. That's because I just got distracted. But you guys followed up. You know the rules. You hit those trades really, really hard, and you did really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Thank you so much, guys. So many people. God, well, look at this. Asia, man. I'm loving everybody showing up for Asia. Good to have you guys. Every day, Monday through Wednesday, we are here. This is my fixed schedule. I just actually put this whole thing on. Here we go. I put this over here so you guys know my fixed schedule when I trade. Come trade with me every single day. I'm going to pin this. Actually, I'm going to pin this over here overnight to my profile, so you guys know exactly when I trade. Come hang out with us. Use our tools. Use all the stuff that we do. Hopefully, you guys really enjoy it. I see everybody tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Ready for Freddie in the New York session. Okay, guys. First time you enjoyed it? Well, come back, Greg. You're in California, right? So early bird, 9 o'clock. We're ready to rock and roll. We'll trade New York Open. That's when it gets really a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.